Hello, little one. Thanks for joining me again. Today, I've got a very special book, which is an alphabet book, and we're going to learn the alphabet today. It's an unusual book by a gentleman called Mitsumasa Anno. He's from Japan. That's why he has such an unusual name. Anyway, let's have a look at this book. It's got a lot of very interesting pictures and not a lot of writing. So, let's go and have a look, eh? Anno's Alphabet by Mitsumasa Anno. Look, there's a big question mark made of wood on the front. And what have we got in the boundaries? Got a deer and squirrels. There's someone playing some trumpets like little angels. It's a lizard and a rabbit. Then we've got a mermaid. What else? All sorts of interesting creatures. A goat and another rabbit and might be a duck or a swan. And this, all different characters. All the way. And if you look really carefully, you can see there's an A, a B, and a C, and a D. All different letters in the boundary as well, all around the outside. Can you see anything in there? Let's have a look inside. Start off with a big question mark made of wood. Here's a tree. Wood comes from trees. And here we've got an axe, and the axe usually is used for cutting trees. And saws are used for cutting the wood once it's made into usable pieces. Look at the beautiful boundary here with all the leaves. And here we go, some knife for trimming and a compass for measuring. And here we've got a chisel for making letters or cutting things out of wood. And they've shaped this piece of wood into a book that looks like wood. And here we got a book that's shaped like wood that's open. How amazing is that? Anno's Alphabet, an adventure in imagination. A. A is for anvil. Anvils are usually used when a blacksmith makes some metal, but instead of metal, we've got a piece of wood, and it looks like it's glowing hot like a piece of ironwood that a blacksmith would use a hammer to shape and flatten. That's a bit unusual. B is for bicycle. And it's a very unusual looking bicycle, isn't it? Because these are an old-fashioned bicycle. They're called a penny farthing. And they're very difficult to ride. Have you got a bicycle? C. C is for clock. And you can see there's a little clown living in the clock there. And can you read the time on these old-fashioned clocks? This is the little hand, and it's on the 3, and the big hand is on the 12. So that's 3 o'clock. D is for dice. And look, what's this little imp doing? Is he coming out of the dice? Oh, I wonder what he's doing in the dice. E. E is for egg. And look, someone's painted all these eggs. Aren't they beautiful? Looks like they've been painted ready for Easter. Have you painted any eggs for Easter before? F. F is for fireman. And what they have behind them is an old-fashioned fire truck. In those days, they would have a horse pull the truck full of water, and they'd pump the water onto the fire. Instead, this fireman's putting water on this other fireman's pipe. G. G is for gun. This doesn't look too dangerous because it's got a cork on the end, so it's probably a pop gun, which is like a toy gun. It makes a little popping sound when you fire it. What do you have down here? Oh, bit of a baddie with a gun there and his mask on. H. H is for horn. And I've seen many horns in my life, but I've never seen a wooden horn. I wonder what that would sound like. Do you like the sound of a horn? It's a very nice musical instrument. I. I is for ink. And I think that a lot of these paintings might have been done with ink. See, this is a bottle of ink, and they put a paintbrush or a pen in there, and then they can draw with it. J. J is for joker. But what's the joker doing? I think he's playing a game of jacks. So J is also for jacks. A joker playing jacks. K is for kangaroo. Look, this kangaroo's got a little cravat on, which is like a neck scarf, and there's a baby Joey in there. So there's really two kangaroos there. L is for lock. And look, this looks like a very old style of lock, doesn't it? It's got a special keyhole for the key, but the key goes in the keyhole. Oh, that's a bit of a tricky lock. Wonder how that works. M. M is for mirror. You can see that what the artist Anno has done is he's created half an M and he's put it against a mirror, and the reflection finishes the M off. Isn't that very clever? And what's this? This looks like a map. And map also begins with M. N. N is for, what's this? That's a walnut. And a walnut, to open them, you need a nutcracker. And he's got this very elegant looking nutcracker that he's drawn there. So N is for nutcracker and nut. O. O is for orange. And here we've got orange paint coming out of a paint tube. And this looks like a painter's palette. So he's squeezing the paint out onto the painter's palette, and it's orange in colour. What a lovely orange it is too. P is for pen. There we go. Now, this looks like a pencil in the shape of an old-fashioned pen. See, there's another pencil there, and this is the pen. And these pens are the sort of pens that you would put in ink. We saw ink at the letter I, but this is the letter P. So P is for pencil or pen. It's very tricky. And what else have we got? A parrot, some peas. Lovely. And a pumpkin. Q. Q is for queen. And how silly is this? We've got the Queen here, her head, and upside down is her head as well, because these are like playing cards. But Anno has created the bottom half that we don't normally see. So that's her feet and the bottom of her dress. So Q is for Queen, and she's the Queen of Hearts. R. R is for rocking horse. And what a beautiful rocking horse that is. I would feel very happy to ride a rocking horse like that. Nice saddle. And the mane has been done very nicely up. Looks very beautiful. S. S. S is for scales. These look like very old-fashioned scales, where they put the product they want to weigh on one side and the weights on the other side. And when they got them balanced, it would be in the middle here, and then they use the numbers of these weights to say how much whatever is in this tray would weigh. And you can see that there's some weights on one side and the scales are sitting on the other side, which is a little strange because you need to put your other product in here. So whatever you're trying to weigh, you put on this side of the scale, and then as you add the weights, then you get it balanced. T. T is for typewriter. And here's a beautiful typewriter. It's made out of wood. But the thing about typewriters is you've got to have the whole alphabet, or otherwise all you'll be typing is T's if your typewriter's only got T's. And that's what's happened here. But you can see in the boundary, we've got tigers. 1, 2, 3, 4 tigers. And thistles, which are a type of flower that comes from Scotland. U. U is for umbrella. Look at that. And we've got unicorns as well. See that? All the unicorns in the boundary. V. V is for violin. And that's an unusual violin because it's a violin that's shaped like a V. Can you play the violin? Would you like to play the violin? W. W is for wheels. See the wheels here? There's one wheel here, there's another wheel here, there's another wheel here, and another wheel here. Lots of wheels, and it seems to have this little, it's a contraption. So it catches the balls as they go up, goes around, drops the ball here, which drops on here, and makes this wheel go around, which makes the chain go around. It's a very complicated machine. Can you understand what it's doing? X. X is for xylophone. A xylophone is a musical instrument, and you hit them with these little mallets with the balls, and it makes a very nice sound. Y. Y is for yacht. And look, this is a very clever sailor. He's got a propeller here that he spins around, which creates wind to blow against the sails and move his boat for him, it creates wind to go into the sails and move his yacht for him. And this boy has a yo-yo, which also begins with a Y. And Z, or Z. It's all the same. And what have we got here? This could be a zebra hiding behind these stripes? Is it a zebra, or is it a black horse that wants to pretend to be a zebra? I don't know. Z is for zebra. But I'm not sure if it's a zebra or it's a black horse standing behind some white stripes. What do you think? Mitsumasa Anno. Anno's alphabet. So did you like that? Such beautiful pictures. A little bit complicated, but so much detail. I hope you really enjoyed it. If you did and you want to read it again, hit replay and we'll read it back again together. If you liked it, please hit the like button. And if you haven't done so already, please hit subscribe so I can keep bringing you more books. Okay, until next time, see ya.